Alright, I've got everything set up. I believe I've got it all set up, at least for now. Hello, hello, everybody. For those who are there. Those who are here, I should say. I see RNG is already here. This is good. Good start. Solid. We have at least one student in the classroom. Hi, hi. Howdy ho, and how do you do? Fucking... Oh god. Oh, what's wrong with the frames? Oh god. Damn it, I set up everything perfectly. Fuck me. Ah, there's better not be having fucking frames issues. Hold on. You fucking... Audio is good. Frames. Why the fuck is it saying my frames are fine? Oh no, what's going on? God damn it. Hold on, let me fucking run around in the game. Let's drop this real quick. Let's see if I get any fucking alerts. Because for some reason I'm not getting any alerts on... Okay, let's yeet myself around. Oh, there we go. Your stream is experiencing issues. Oh no. Skip frames detected 26% over the last two. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? I have nothing else going on. New performance mode and enter the context menu. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Hello, Egu. This is a horrible time because apparently I'm having frame issues. I don't know how this has happened, but I need to figure out how to fix this shit. Wonder if it's I might know the solution. Hold on. Alright, while I fix this, I'm gonna fucking... Alright. Your input is not needed, Kato. I'm gonna fix this. I'll be right back. Okay. We're gonna move around the fucking ship again, because I tried to fix it. I have no fucking idea if this works. We're gonna just move around, doobly-doobly, just fucking... Fuck it. There we go. Put this back up. Fuck me. We come back. Pray to God it works. If it doesn't, I have no idea how to fix this shit. And then I'm gonna bang my head against a wall until something breaks. Okay, alright. So, alright. Well, that's one workaround. Here's how we're gonna fix this. Give me a second. Where's my fucking phone? Oh, because apparently you fucking do this shit that way. Oh, it doesn't fucking work. Oh, because I'm a dumbass fucking... Oh, my computer can... Oh, you gotta have fucking fight God if you want to get more than 2 frames per fucking light year, I guess. Okay. Spent 30 goddamn minutes trying to get this fucking chat to work, and then the chat doesn't work anyways. I love it. There we fucking go. Endless pain. Endless pain and agony. Alright, we're gonna have to gorilla this shit. Get rid of this fucking thing. And I'm gonna have to fucking pop out this chat. There we go. We're gonna do this like a heathen. We're doing this like a heathen. That's what I'm doing. fucking do this. Whole original plan here was to have that overlay, so that way I don't have to look at my phone to look at chat. Because that's kind of hard to do while playing Warframe, because a lot of shit happens in Warframe, but no. Apparently I'm not allowed to do that. I can't have nice things. I'm going to rant just the whole time while my YouTube loads so I can do this. And you're all forced to listen to it. This is your education. Your education is listening to your drunk teacher come in late and the projector isn't working. So I just start ranting about my ex-wife and how she took the dog and the kids from me. This is what your education is. That's fucking I hate oh no. Oh, I knew somebody would make that joke. It wasn't me though, thank God. Just like the old days, the elf gets it. I'm that teacher. This is the education you're getting. Let's fucking try to get this working. Oh God, let's nuke the media. Oh Jesus, there we go. There we go. Alright, we're just gonna put this on the left there. Alright, there we go. And now let's fucking drop that. Okay. It's capturing Warframe. Yeah, I did it. Hopefully I don't have stream issues there. I did it. Oh God. You don't have to have Warframe up. Alright. That's a very good question. And thank you for asking, RNG, because now I get to actually do the introduction. Okay. The plan for this stream is to cover the very minimum basics that I think everybody should know about this game, but that DE fucked up trying to convey. Horribly. I'm not going to go into things like, builds, or things like late game viability on certain frames. I'm just going to cover things like how the economy works, how damage works, how modding works, like maybe drop tables later if I'm feeling fancy. If I'm feeling fancy, you'll get drop tables. I hope it's better, because if it's not, I don't know what else to do to fix it, because I am a Luddite. That's a nice way of putting it. Okay. So first off, this ship that you're in, or that I'm in, I should say. Think of this like your, this is your hub. This is where you're going to have access to everything. You can hit navigate. Here's where you're going to select all your missions. This is all really basic shit. Over here to the left, got your syndicates, very basic. I can cover, none of that matters. The first thing I want to cover, the most important thing I want to cover, the thing that upsets me more than anything else, oh God, I'm looking at that fucking feedback and those frames are horrible. Oh God, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Hopefully that's just a me thing. That's all I can hope for. That's all I can pray for. That's the only hope I have. Where do I go to check? There we go. The audio is the only thing I have good. That's the only thing good that's working at the moment. Which isn't great, because this is going to be very visual at times. But hey, we work with what we got. We work with what we got. My wife took the kids. God damn it, Sharon. God damn it. Alright. But first things first is the economy. The simplest way I can put the economy in Warframe is that it doesn't fucking matter, and that everything that says you have to pay to get is a lie. It's all a lie. It is all a fabrication. It is a falsehood. I agree. Sharon, she took the kids, she took the dog, all because I had a fucking Benadryl addiction. It's not even an addiction. I just didn't want to be awake ever. I wanted to hypersleep. I don't know what her issue is. Yes, money is a lie. It is a social construct. It's not real. Over here you've got your credits. These are your blue things. This is your most common currency. You're going to get it all the time. You're going to spend it on everything. Doesn't matter. This right here, the 388, that's platinum. Platinum is the paid, quotation mark, paid currency. That paid currency is not used for anything. The only thing you are going to be using that currency on is, God, almost choked to death there, is cosmetics. Things like color palettes for your Warframe, capes, bits of armor, maybe skins. You're not spending it on anything that requires, like, anything that actually affects gameplay. It's your fuck around fun currency. Because, and here's why it's a fuck around fun currency, every single item, every single warframe, every single pet, every single mod can all be gotten in-game for absolutely free. You don't have to spend a fucking thing to get it. Why do I stress this? Because this is your market. This is where you'll buy aforementioned cosmetics, bundles, shit like that. See? Right there, you've got your new Prime Warframe. Oh yeah, no, if you like cosmetics, this game will destroy your wallet, so fair warning. I'm just covering what you need to buy, like, to progress. So let's go to the market and why I need to stress that you can get everything for free. If you say you're a, let's say you're a completely, oh, hello! Hey, camp counselor! Let's say you're a brand new character. You've missed nothing, Jamie. I had horrible frame issues. I hope I don't have frame issues later on. I might still be having them. If I am, I don't know what to... I'm gonna, I don't know, dump myself in a vat of acid. Sharon took my kids. That's all you need to know. But here's what I need to stress. Let's say you're a new player. Let's say you come to this market. Let's say, oh, I like the weapons in Warframe. I want to see what they're like. You go to primary weapons. You see all these cool-ass things. What the hell? Why do these all have plat prices? Why do these all have plat prices? As a new player, when you see this, what this tells you is that you need to pay money to get these. This is a lie. DE has fucked this menu up, and it's been fucked up ever since I've played Warframe. This is all a lie. You don't have to spend fucking anything to get any of these. Let's say you want the Amprex, which is basically a lightning gun. It's very cool. You click on it, you're like, what the fuck? I need to spend platinum to get this. The game doesn't tell you. You get this for free from a guild dojo, which is free. But for some reason, this makes it seem like you have to spend money to get this. If I sound upset, that's because this game unironically has the best monetization model I've ever seen in any free-to-play. And this fucking menu ruins it, and it makes everybody think they have to spend money to get any of this. You don't have to. The only reason I learned how I could even get fucking weapons, this is a good example. This is the Karak. It's a very basic, simple, newbie-friendly assault rifle. Boring, gets the job done. Who cares? If I scroll over it, 125 plat. Why? This makes you think you have to spend money to get this. You click on it, and oh, look at that. You can buy its blueprint for the base currency. There are certain weapons in the shop whose blueprint you can buy, and just FYI, I'll cover this later, but blueprint is how you get the weapon. You have to build it later. You can get the blueprints with the free currency. But for some reason, the game doesn't tell you that at first glance. You have to click on it. This is the worst UI I've ever seen in any game, and it makes me mad. The comb. Let's look at the comb. 150 plat. You click on it. Oh, look, you can just get the blueprint for free. It doesn't cost any plat. All these materials you can get for... You don't have to spend any money to get the comb. The strun. For some reason, some weapons, like the strun, it shows the plat price. Or not the plat price, the credit price. It fucking blows my mind that this menu exists in this game, because it's the worst thing I've ever seen in any game in my entire life. The Latrin. 225 plat. That's a lot of plat. Or I could just buy the blueprint for like 20,000 credits. You can get 20,000 credits in like the blink of an eye in this game. This menu makes me mad. Everything that you see, if you cannot buy it here, it's either a drop from a map, an event, or a boss, or it's something you get at a guild. All of that's free. This menu makes me mad. Only ever use this menu to meticulously click through everything to see what things have a blueprint you can get for credits, because the game doesn't tell you what things have a blueprint for credits for some reason. Or to scout weaponry. This market you should only view as like a shopping catalog. Like, let's say you want the Bubonico, this fucking nightmare of a gun. You see, oh, this looks cool. You can see its description right there. Triple volley of explosive disease bladders from a distance, then move in for the kill by unloading a multi-shot barrage of toxic barbs. This gun kicks ass. This gun fucks. This gun fucks hard. I love this gun. It's one of my favorites. It costs platinum. What the fuck? Which is why I'm gonna recommend my next super secret technique for Warframe. The Warframe wiki. You have to use the wiki. You have to use the wiki. If you don't use the wiki, you're not gonna know how to find anything. You have to use the wiki. It's your best friend. This is gonna tell you what drop tables are, where to get weapons, how to get mods, all that fun shit. The wiki will be your best friend. So that's the market. I hate the market. Let's go to part 2 of why I hate these fucking menus in this goddamn game. These are your warframes. These are mine, I should say. Look at all these beautiful boys and girls. You've got Jellyfish Wife, Cowgirl, Full Metal Alchemist, BDSM, this thing, Nuclear Physics, Strange Pinky Man, the engineer from Team Fortress 2, but a woman and a robot, Plant Man. I hate this frame. Walking War Crime, the engineer from Team Fortress 2, except it's a dude and also a robot. This thing. All these wonderful frames. And then let's look. Oh, look at this menu. Oh, look at all these plat prices. Oh, I have to spend money to get these frames. This is another lie. You can get all of these in-game. Why does this menu exist? It makes me mad. It makes me ludicrously mad. And guess what? It's just like the fucking guns. Let's look up Ash. Ash, 375 platinum. Wow. That would literally be all of the platinum I have, basically, in my inventory. Let's click Purchase. Oh, wow, look at that. You can get his primary blueprint for 35,000 credits. And then all of those parts, his optics, chassis, and system, those drop from enemies around the star chart. You can get them for free. You don't have to spend anything. The game lies to you. I hate this menu. I hate this menu with a fiery passion. This is the worst part of Warframe. This is what scares people off of this fucking game. Because they think it's pay-to-win garbage. It's not. You just play the game. Here's Muscle Mom. How do you get Muscle Mom? You fight a giant spider in the Arctic. I'm not going to elaborate on that. You figure it out. How do you get Mesa, the cowgirl? You fight a fucked up scientist who's been infected by a super disease. How do you get this little boy? Clan Dojo. How do you get Nova? You fight a giant drone that drops bombs on you. You can get all of these in-game, and it doesn't tell you. How do you get the fairy lady? You help out the eco-fascist cult. We'll get into them later. They have issues. We don't talk about the eco-fascist cult. And now, let's say I don't actually have many skins, but here, I'll show you one skin I do have. Let me find my... Where's my war crime? Alright, let me look up. This is Saren. Saren's main role in Warframe is violating the Geneva Convention. This is the skin I have for her. This is her prime. So there you go. It's just a skin. Doesn't do anything. You can buy this from the shop. Using platinum. So, see? Here's her base skin for her non-prime. Here's her prime skin. Here's her Grax skin. Here's her Ion skin. And notice with these skins how they have actual monetary values. This is because these skins are linked to something called Tenogen. Tenogen is essentially the developers of Warframe just let the community make skins. And then if they like the skin, it gets in the game. And then if you buy these skins through Steam, which you have to do because they're community made, that developer gets a portion of the income. And then you get a really cool skin. And then let's say you want this shitty one. It's like 40 plat. It's garbage. You don't need it. Who cares? But that would be a, no, primes are not skins. Primes, we'll get into primes. We'll get into primes, because primes have to do with how you get plat for free. You can get free platinum. Just, you don't even have to spend money. Just get it for free. I made all my plat for free. I don't spend money on this game. That's a lie, but we're gonna stick to that lie for now. But no, primes are not skins in the slightest. Primes are just like vaguely stronger variants. They don't matter. But past that horrible market, past that horrible. Oh, Warframe is amazing with how it supports its players. Also, everything made in the made by the Warframe community is better than the things made by the actual developers of this game. So at this point, they've basically outsourced all skin making to the community because they've realized the community is way more creative than them, which I am completely for. So I'm going to go ahead and do an example of how this system works in Warframe. So let's say Warframes. Let's go to the one I want. Let's go to Ash. Let's purchase his main blueprint. Thank you for your purchase. Boom. I got it. Now that's the market. You're going to want to use that to review. You can get everything for free. Everything that you see with the plat price is a lie. It's all lying to you. Trust not your eyes. They are the grand deceivers. Use any market as like a catalog. If you see something cool, look at it up on the wiki and how to get it. Bada bing, bada boom. You're done. Now I just purchased Ass. Let's go over to the foundry. This is where you make things. This is where the fucking grind comes in. This is where the looter shooter comes in. You gotta fucking get the resources to build shit. So I just got Ash. How do I get Ash? How do I play him? Well, here's his blueprint, and these are its components. You need his neuroptics, his systems, and his chassis. Warframes will always require these three things. For guns, they might require a barrel, a trigger, a magazine, a stock, stuff like that, and then you build them. So for Ash, we need his neuroptics, we need his chassis. So I have these buildings, and this timer pops up. The timers can range anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 days. These are ticking continuously. So even if you're not playing the game, let's say I grinded for these. Let's say I spent 30 minutes in a mission waiting for the right enemies to spawn, waiting for RNG to bless me, and I get the drops I want. Well, I have them. Now they're building. Now I can just go to bed, and when I wake up, these will be done. When these are done, I can start building his blueprint. His blueprint will take 72 hours to build, because Warframes are the big boys. Thank you, RNG. I'm going to actually need that luck, because later on, if everything looks good, I'm going to try to farm some Octavia, so you can all see how the actual gameplay looks. And then, back to what I was saying, you can just check here. This is going to be ticking continuously. Because here is how you need to approach Warframe. Which is where I want to... Now that we've gotten past the biggest issue, which is that this game, you don't have to spend any money to get anything. I now want to cover, what do you look for in Warframe? What's your motivation? What are you going to be getting out of Warframe? What are some selling points? The biggest selling point I can give you for this game is player expression. Not just from an aesthetic perspective, because you can obviously color things a lot of different ways and get all these fancy little doodads and knickknacks on them, but also from a gameplay perspective. Every weapon, every companion, every Warframe can be modded. These are your mods. These all do different things. For example, Magnum Force. As it says right there, it's a pistol mod. You put it on a pistol, it gains a ton of bonus damage, loses accuracy. Steel Fiber. It just gives your Warframe armor. These are what mods do. They're stat bonuses. These fucking mods are how you get builds. Now, how many mods are there? I hear you ask. Teacher, how many mods are there? How many builds can I do? Well, there's this many mods. We're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. By the way, these mods stack, so I'm not showing you duplicates. These are all individual mods. We're still going. We're still going. We're still going. Almost done. Alright, there. So yeah, those are the mods. These all do different things for different equipment. So yeah, there's some build variety. To say the fucking least. There's a ton of build variety. But beyond that, what if builds don't interest you? What if you don't want to look into builds? What if you just want shit that sounds cool? Well, I have that covered. We already covered some Warframes. To give you some better breakdowns, I'll try to break these guys down a little bit better. This is Atlas. He is a melee-based CC tank. He'll punch you to death. Because this is a billion years in the future and there are laser guns and giant rocket launchers, this dude punches you until you die. Because that's always going to be a viable option. This is Chroma. He's the dragon Warframe. He's not a very good dragon, but he does have elemental mastery. He will light you on fire. He will freeze you solid. He will electrocute you to death. He will poison you to death. Because he is, for some reason, an elemental master. He's the Avatar. This is Ember. She burns you. Everything in her kit is fire. If you like fire, you like Ember. This is Equinox, a split frame who is 2 different frames combined into one with a support focus. She can either, 1, support you through heals, shields, and CC, or, in her other form, give you increased damage, increased ability power, and increase the damage enemies take. This is Excalibur. He Sword Man. He sword swoosh swoosh. This is Gara. She does glass. Some of these bases for frames get kind of out there. This is just glass. She does glass things. She's one of the tankiest frames in the game. I don't know how that correlation works, but whatever. This is Garuda. Garuda likes blood and murder. If any character got the Doom soundtrack, it would be Garuda. This is Goss. Goss is on speed, and he likes to go fast. Everything is fast. He goes fast. He reloads fast. He shoots fast. He is speed. He is Sonic. This is Vor. He's Vor. This is the Warframe. Not a Warframe, a Warframe. I will not expand on what that means. This is a water pirate. He can summon the Kraken. Alchemy. He can just do all the elements at once. Korra. The aforementioned BDSM frame. But not only does she use a whip and various means to bind you up so you can't move, she also has a pet cat. This is Venari. This is her best friend. I love Venari. By the way, this is a skin I have because I love Korra and I simped for her. Both. RNG, I'm going to level with you. I'm so late into the game, I can fight God 1v1. So whenever I see a new frame, I get it if it looks cool and if I can decorate it good. That's the state I'm at. I'm 1,000 hours into this game. Nothing can kill me. I'm in this for the fashion. So these are all your frames. These are all very cool, and they cover a lot of different bases gameplay-wise. So, Garuda, for example. This frame wants to stay in combat, and she balances her health to fuel a giant nuke, because she's fucking fun as hell. This is Mesa. She's very gun-focused. Doesn't really use a lot of abilities. She really likes the pew-pew gun. Gun go boom. This is Protea. Protea summons 1,000,000 turrets that all do more damage than anything else in the game, and she doesn't play the game. The turrets play the game for her. This is Saren. I've already covered her. She violates the Geneva Convention. She does map-wide, undodgeable super viruses that can clear the entire map. This is Revenant. I don't like Revenant, but what he does do that's cool... Oh, that's bugging out and weird. What Revenant does is he just summons minions that he can kill for bonuses, because fuck it, I guess. Wukong. Wukong's weird. He can summon like a little monkey clone. He's weird. Valkyr. She has a button. She presses this button. She enters melee-only mode where she can't take any damage and is immune to CC, and she goes apeshit. That's how she works. And that's just the Warframes. We haven't covered the 2 other things. So let's go for Baruch. I like Baruch. He's... Oh, that whip is just permanently bugged, isn't it? Okay, there we go. I fixed that issue. Now let's get to the fun part. The main thing you're going to be looking for in Warframe. Guns. A lot of fucking guns. How many guns? Let's scroll down. This many guns. Yeah, that many guns. Those are just primary weapons. There's a whole secondary and melee category we have to cover. Now, I say gun. Some of these aren't technically guns. It gets weird. The Exceltra, fully automatic assault rifle that fires micro rockets. Amprex, lightning gun. Basmu, living gun that can suck the life out of enemies, launch arcing lightning, and also fires explosive incendiary rounds. The Boar Prime, fucking fully automatic shotgun. The Baza, silenced SMG. Vaticore, another living assault rifle. It's a 2-shot burst rifle that can summon a giant death laser. The Bubonico, a biological arm cannon that shoots corrosive spines. The Boltor, an assault rifle that shoots giant fuck-off spikes. This dumbass-looking thing that shoots a giant glaive from the top of it and is also a fully automatic shotgun. Just a big fuck-off bow. This is just a big bow. If you don't want to use guns, and for some reason you want to regress technologically, it's a giant bow. It fucks. It's really good. A tentacle shotgun that shoots lasers. I don't know what this one... I don't know why they made this one. It makes me uncomfortable, in all honesty. A biological bow that shoots the... Oh, where do I even begin with this fucking thing? The arrows this fire latch to the ground, and then the tendrils emerge from it, grab enemies, and pull it into the center before exploding. This is a spear gun. I don't know why they made it. It shoots discs, and then when you throw it down, it amplifies the brainwaves of enemies and makes it so your bullets hone in on their skull. Burst rifle. This is just a burst rifle. This giant bow fires cluster bombs. And that's just the primaries. That's just the primaries. Secondaries, there's the same level of absurd customizability. And then there's the melee. Boy howdy. There's a lot of melee options in this game. You've got whips, you've got staves, you've got sword whips, you've got dual swords, you've got great swords, you've got rapiers, you have a fucking boomerang, you've got daggers, you've got fucking gauntlets, you have machetes, you have cleavers. These are just giant cleavers. You have katanas. You have big katanas. You have gun swords. In case you want like a third gun and you don't want to use melee, this is also a shotgun. God only knows who made this and what they were thinking when they made this. You can have scythes. You can have big fuck-off hammers. You can have bladed war fans. This is not a game where you can play and say there is not a variety of weaponry. You cannot play this and say, oh, there's no variety. There's an ungodly amount of variety. There's more variety than any other game. Well, not any other game. Borderlands technically has more, but that's... We're getting into the technicalities there. And, again, cannot stress this enough. All of those can be gotten for free. You don't have to spend any money to get any of those. They're all free. And now, because for the next part, I want to cover some basics of damage. Because that's the big selling point that oh wait, actually no. Hold on, I'm dumb. I was silly. I was just covering actual gameplay things. We haven't even gotten to the aesthetics yet. Let's pick one I want to customize. Where's Nova? I don't like the way my Nova looks. Nova Prime. There we go. Appearance. And here is where you get to fashion frame. You've got your colors over here. All this shit we'll cover later. But here's the main thing. They're colors. They're primary colors. When you click on this, you'll be sent to a color palette. Now, however, there's one issue with this game. The starting color palette you get is classic. The only colors you will have access to is right here, these middle colors. You can spend 75 plat to fully unlock this if you're a fool. If you're Bobo the Fool, if you're the monkey, you're the monkey clown from outer space. Because guess what? These palettes can also be gotten for free. Every palette you see here I've gotten for free. Because a lot of these events, as you can see with Valentine, Shamrock, Halloween, Hallows Eve, stuff like that, these are holiday color palettes. How do you get a holiday color palette? Oh, then, by the way, the little robot off to the side, that's your AI buddy. Ignore him. He's defective. So let's say during Halloween, this is another area where I have to go back to this hell market. You can go to featured during something like Valentine's Day, and you'll see the color palette here, and it'll cost you 1 credit. It'll cost you a single credit, and you can get it. You meme about Fashion Frame, but early on, this game actually has a really good flow for actual gameplay. However, uber late game, I'm only playing for the fashion. Let's all be honest here. So let's go to the appearance of this one, Nova. I'm not a huge fan of how this one came out. Not bad, not great. There's a little ribbon there. She's okay. So let's throw her into the customizer. And because I'm not creatively interesting at all, I'm going to ask you all, what are some colors you want to see on her? Let's get some vague colors here. Like, what are some primaries you want? Let's say red, blues, blacks. Just throw some shit out there. We're going to just throw it on her so I can show you how this shit works. We're going to get that vague color, and I'm going to do a whole thing. I'm going to try to just base it all around this one vague color I get. Or we're just going to throw it all together and just show you what a vomit nightmare you can make this game into. Alright, green. Alf said it first. Her primary will be green. Now let's see what other ones we can get for her secondary. She's going to be turned into a vomit monster, but she'll be our vomit monster to love and care for. Alright, black and purple. Secondary is going to be black. Tertiary, let's make this let's get a good purple, actually. Let's get a Hollow's Eve purple. So right here, you can see the tertiary. It changes as I scroll over it. Let's get a dark purple. Let's get yeah, I like that purple. All right, pink accents. It's gonna have pink accents. That's her neck. Oh wow, she ain't looking too hot. All right. And then you've got emissives. Emissives are little tiny things, and then energy has to do with spells. So let's go to our attachments. Copy main Warframe. Let's go to Sindana. Copy main colors. All right, this is how she turned out. You made this. It's our creation. As you can see, her primary is green. Thank you, Alf. Black and purple on the secondary and tertiary. So from here, you can see that reflected in the ends of her hands and her feet. The pink accents highlight the metal around her body, and she looks like a Lucky Charms demon. It's our creature. We've done it. But we're not done yet. Let's say you want to change your helmet around. You can change their helmet. Warframes have unique helmets. You can just kind of bounce around, do whatever you want with. And then you've even got animations. Maybe you don't like how she's looking here. Let's give her an agile animation. Look at that. She's ready to go. She's ready to fight. Here's her base agile. Here's Nova agile. Let's put the Korra animations on her. Now she looks ready to do things that don't fit her character. And that's the animations. Let's do attachments. You can just attach shit to her. Here are her shoulder plates. Let's go for this one that we are facing. All these shoulder plates you can put on her. All these little decorations you can put on her to find one that you think fits. Maybe you want to put this weird thing on. Maybe you want to put this ribbon on. Maybe you want to put these fins on. You could put these on too. A lot of these I've gotten for free. A lot of these I've also spent money on, I'll admit it. Some of these you do get for free. You've got your leg plates. So look down here to her legs. You can get a little fin. You can get another leg plate. You can get some metal bits. All these for just decorations. What do these have to do with gameplay? Absolutely nothing at all. These don't affect gameplay in the goddamn slightest. These just make it look pretty. That's it. That's all this does. It doesn't affect gameplay in the slightest. But you will spend hours doing this. You've even got ephemeras. These are little, think of ephemeras as like, special effects you can put on. It's all very wonderful. All these wonderful little things. Oh, there we go. So let's put on her, maybe you want to just give her wings. Fuck it. Let's just give her wings. It clips into a bunch of shit, so we're not going to, because I'll get upset in my brain hole. I don't know. And then that's just customizing the Warframe. You can also customize the appearance of the gun. So let's say I want to customize this eyesore. We can have it copy the Warframe colors. Oh, wow, that looks atrocious. Oh, God. This gun's already pretty ugly, so it's looking kind of fucked up, not gonna lie. But you know what? It's ours, and we love it. Let's copy the Warframe colors. Let's say fuck it and just give it random colors. Wow, look at that. It looks like a fucked up Pepsi Man. That looks like Shrek. It's just pink. Alright, we're saving this color. It's now a pink, disgusting arm cannon. I will not listen to any complaints from the rest of you. Fuck off. It's pink now. This is the pink arm cannon of death. But then maybe you're psychotic enough that you want to customize another thing. Here's your companions. Let's say you want to customize your cubular friend. This cube. Look at this cube. He's a cube. He floats around and shoots things. You can customize him too. Let's give him random colors. Looks like a Decepticon. Brown. Looks like a weird mint robot. None of these are striking my, none of these are striking me. None of these are art. Alright, I like this one. This one has pink. I like this. This actually came out really good. Some white, pink highlights. And now let's just throw shit on him. Let's give him a mask. He has a mask now. I don't know why. He just has a mask. Let's give him wings. Fuck it. Let's give him a tail. Now your little cubey friend is ready to go out on the town and party. But maybe you don't want to have a robot friend. Maybe you don't like robots. And you know, that's okay. Not everybody likes robots. You know what everybody loves? Cats. This is a vampire kitty. His name's Dr. Munch. They're not canonically named that. I named these. That's why all their names are dumb. Oh yeah, no, a lot of things from Guild Wars 2 are in this. For example, customizing, you can change whatever you want for free. It's the reason I love those two games so much is because they're very similar. But let's customize the cat. Appearance. Let's customize Dr. Munch. This is a vampire kitty. Guess what? All of these pets do different things as well and have different builds and variations. I'm not even going to try to explain all these to you. You need to figure that on your own. But just know these all do different things. Maybe you don't like the way Dr. Munch looks. Good for you. Animals have skins. Here's the Cora skin. I can turn it into a rose cat. Look at it. It's beautiful. I can turn it into the moonless Kavat. Look how beautiful it is. If I wanted, I could turn it into this hairless, ugly fucking thing. I hate it, so I'm not going to. And then you can change its colors as well. You've got all these colors. Let's give him a black base. Let's give him... Wait, what am I doing? I can just fucking randomize. There we go. Boom. Ooh, look at this. He looks like a nightmare. Randomize again. Oh, that's actually really pretty. Ooh, I actually really like this. Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. Let's put this back on Dr. Munch. Oh, and there we go. Thank you, game, for also showing another thing. Egu, do you like cats? I hope you like cats. Do you want to put a cat in armor? Do you want to put a cat in a little hoodie? Look at his little hoodie. He has a little hoodie. What a good boy. Do you want to put him in a wizard hat? He has a wizard hat. He's a wizard. Here's a different wizard hat. This one is based on Day of the Dead. Very pretty. I like this one. We're giving it to him. And then guess what? You can customize the colors on the armor as well. Random colors on the wizard. Oh, why is everything giving me pink? This is Egu's doing. It can tell Egu's in the chat, so it's just trying to do everything pink. Look at this. Let's give it a nice rosy red. And when it does this random, it pulls from various things. So I can customize the color of this. Maybe a light blue. Maybe a Shrek green. Another pink. Okay, we're just going with pink because it's going to keep giving me pink. So there you go. This is the Vampire Bat Kitty. True, Mel. In fact, this is just a random name idea for if you play this and you get the Vampire Cat. It is also a Bat Cat, so you could, I don't know, maybe get the cat, name it Mel if you want, and then give it a color scheme based around Mel, and you could have Mel following you around as a cat. I don't know, it's just a random idea. Do with it as you will. Or you could be me and give them the stupidest names imaginable, such as, and I quote, Dr. Munch, Frankfurt, Hamburg, Muffins, Scrumpy. The fuck is Scrumpy? What does this mean? Scrumpy. Its name is Scrumpy. Snoodles. Name it whatever you want. Mel Jr. Yep, that works. Or name it perhaps DJ Meow Mix, which is what I want to name my next cat. Because I have a... I don't know, I have something wrong with my head, and I should probably not be allowed to name animals. Snoodles. We're going to go back to Hamburg, because Hamburg is my favorite.
Excellent armaments, operator.
And again, all those animals do different things.
Safe and sound.
We're not even covering what they do, mechanics and gameplay-wise. It just looks cool. And those are just the cats. There's dogs you can get, too. Let me show you Coco, the only dog I have, because... there's too many dogs. I don't like... Oh, God, Coco, you're hideous. Oh, God. Oh, why'd I give you that fur pattern? Oh, you're gross. There you go. Look, this is Coco. The animals in this game, their size and shape, vary. They all come in different forms and different shapes. Coco here's a very, very, very lanky doggo. Pretty lanky. As you can see, it's got long legs, pretty thin. This skin makes him look like a chupacabra. You've got all these different fur patterns, too. Including a holiday-themed one, where his nose glows. It's beautiful. You can just customize and do whatever the fuck you want with all this. Let's go to appearance. Alright, randomize appearance. First one's gonna be pink. Oh my god, it's the most festive thing I've ever seen, and I love it. I didn't know he had that. When did I get a... He has a Santa hat on. I have to give him the one with the glowy snoot. There you go, glowy snoot. I didn't know I had this hat. I didn't know that was a thing. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Alright, Coco. You're the one who will roam the ship for now, Coco. Hello. Oh, a very important thing I need to share with all of you. Once Coco leaves his... Leave the thing so I can show the people, Coco. Leave the thing so I can show the people. Walk around. You asshole. Coco, do the thing. Alright. Interact. You can pet the dog. Or the cat. You can pet them. This actually serves a gameplay benefit and will give them bonus damage if you interact with them enough. Oh, there, off he goes. Look, your pet will also walk around the ship and keep you company. I've got his doggy bed set up right here. So he's gonna go ahead and take a nap. This is the best game ever goddamn made, and I'll fight anybody who disagrees with me. But let's say maybe that's also not enough customization for you. Maybe you want even more. Maybe you can go even further beyond. Well, good news for you. Go to Equipment, go to Orbiter, go to Decorate. That's the wrong button. Whoopsie doopsie. I'm a great teacher, as you can tell. Orbiter. Orbiter appearance. Maybe you don't like the way my ship works, and you know what? That's fair. So let's shift it up. Let's randomize. Let's randomize it. There we go. Oh, look, pink. Who could have seen this coming? Oh, wow, secondary. Oh, wow, red? Oh, let's do the tertiary as well. Oh, cool, let's get a black. Let's do the accents. Let's customize that. Let's get a brown. Let's do the detail lighting. Let's get a nice green on the detail lighting. Maybe you want your ship to look like shit. Boom. Wear and tear amount. Look at this. Look at all this. Look at how the paint is just scuffed to hell. You can also customize the color of your wear and tear for some reason if you want. I don't know. Maybe you want to make your wear and tear color green so it looks like somebody came into your orbiter and vomited on everything. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. Maybe you want it to look crisp and clean. I like my ship with a little bit of wear and tear. Gives it some personality. And then boom. Your whole ship looks different. By the way, all these posters, you can change what art is on them as well. I spent money for these posters. These you can't get for free. I'm sorry, I lied to you. I had a birthday where I got a shit ton of these posters for free. But you know what is free? These little decorations over here. Those little medals on the wall. These beach balls. Cannot stress this enough. That have physics. Game just lagged horrendously when I went to do that. You can kick them around. Very important. Those are free. This rat thing in a cage, free. This bird, free. That noggle, free. These statues, free. Dog. All these stuffed animals, free. These tarot cards, free. These posters on the wall, not free. I forgot I had that poster in the corner. Oopsie. Look. We all have tastes. And now, so, the point I'm trying to laboriously get across is that there's a lot of customization options in this game. There's a ton. An absurd amount. A crazy-ass amount. But maybe you want more things for free. May I introduce you to the best feature ever added to this goddamn game? Nora Knight. This is like a battle pass. You'll get all these rewards through doing various events throughout the game. Play an emote, open lockers, skateboard. There's skateboarding in this game, don't worry about it. Collect some shit, mod some shit, collect fish, complete certain missions. You'll get points, you'll progress through this like a battle pass, and you'll get a bunch of free rewards. In fact, if it's anything like last time... Oh, no, they don't have it. Sometimes, part of these free rewards you'll get are free color palettes to customize your things. And then you have a shop here, where you can buy specific things you want, like specific helmets for Warframes, to further customize. Maybe you want some special mods. Maybe you want... Oh, that's a weird-looking stuffed animal. Oh, it looks sad. Even a weapon. There's a whole weapon you can get here. All of this is also free, and rewards you get for just playing the game. These parts here is for a whole Warframe. You can just get a Warframe for free here as well.
Till then.
Also, Nora is a sweet pea, and I love her. I forgot I changed my Warframe to this. I'm not used to it being this pink. Ah, well. Now, the frames have been bad, or at least on my phone, when I look at it, I'm noticing some horrendously choppy frames. I don't know why it's being bad. I'm going to apologize as many times as I need to for the horrible frames, because it is really, really bad, and I dislike it, and it's very much so upsetting me. I'm just trying to pray to God my voice and inflection can carry this disaster of a stream so far. So we've covered why this game is free to play. Pure free to play. We've covered why everything that the game says you have to pay for is a lie. Now here's the next thing we're going to cover. This premium currency, you don't have to spend money to get it. You can get it for free as well. Meaning that everything in this game is free. Everything in this game is free. Even the things that cost the premium currency, you can get for free because there's a very easy way to get the premium currency without having to spend any money. And we're going to go over the main way of doing that. Now this is where I'm going to ask for your attention here. This is where things are going to get a little bit complicated. I might switch over to a drawing program so I can better illustrate some finer things later. But we're going to go over here. These are void relics. These hold very special equipment that is decently hard to get, and as such costs money. So now, we're going to cover what primes are. Alright. In the simplest way possible that I can explain what a prime is, a prime is just, it's the exact same thing as its base counterpart. So, let's run you through this. I'm going to try to explain this as best I can. Boltor. It's just a basic assault rifle. The Boltor Prime, which is a weapon that exists, is the exact same. It looks different. It has slightly better stats, but other than that, mechanically, it functions exactly the same. The Boar Prime functions exactly the same as the Boar. It just looks different and has like 5 better damage. The primes in this game are not needed at all to make something viable. There is no weapon in this game where, oh, I have the base version, not the prime. The base version is garbage. No. The prime will give you like 2 more damage, and it will look cooler. That's it. That's all a prime is. It's the exact same equipment. It just has slightly better stats. How do you get primes? You get primes through these little sphery boys. Void relics. What are void relics? Void relics are loot boxes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Void relics are loot boxes. That's all they are. Actually, RNG is correct. Prime looks really good and pretty and fashionable. So you will get primes because they look cool. That's very important. See, RNG's already, like, they get it. They get it. They understand. So here's how a void relic works. You go to specific missions, and at the end of the mission, a void relic will open, and you will get 1 item from this drop table on it. You've got your bronzes. These are your highest chance of getting. You've got your silvers. These are your second tier. You've got your golds. Golds are real rare. Golds are going to take a while. And you can use a special resource, which I'm not going to cover how to get because I'm not here to walk you through all that. Again, use the wiki. You can use this special resource, which you'll get very easily. You can use it to refine a relic. Now notice how, when I have that relic refined to its max rank, notice how the bronze for the common drops goes down, and the silver, uncommons, that bar goes up. When you refine a relic, its drop chances get better for the rarer loot, and the more common loot drop chances gets worse. So you can refine a relic to get better odds at getting better shit. These parts that you get, it's a very good time. It's also working. But I need to cover this very important part, Egu. This is how you get everything for free. Literally, constantly for free. Let's say I get Death Cube Prime Blueprint. Now I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do a little bit of a change. We're going to throw up the BRB screen. We're going to Alt-Tab. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to switch to Display Capture. We're going to go ahead. We're going to open up. All right. Dropping it. All right, did I drop it? Yeah, there we go. I did. Okay. So let's go to Warframe. Market. Let's hit enter. Warframe.market. Most recent buy and sell orders. Is a fan site not associated with digital extremes. Okay, got it. Now let's say I got the Death Cube Prime Blueprint. I got it. It's in my inventory. Let's click here. And would you look at that? People are selling it for about 9 platinum. Now that's not a lot, but it's free platinum. You can also check to see buyers. These are what primes do. This is the real reason you farm for primes. Now that's just a decently decently common drop. People aren't really in high demand for the Death Cube parts. Let's look at his other bits. 2 platinum, not much. 10 platinum, not much. 2 platinum, not much. Now I know what you're thinking. Tack, these platinum numbers, they're really low. Buddy, friend, how are you supposed to buy things? You understand the market. This is Octavia Prime. She's new. People want Octavia Prime. Her systems, 20 plat. Her neuroptics, 9 plat. That's one of the more common drops. People ain't really hungry for it. The market dictates. Her chassis, 14 to 19 plat. Not horrible, not great. What are you gonna do? Her blueprint, 55 plat. 55. That is a lot of money. I'm going to explain to you why that is a lot of money right now. Now, everything I've just described to you, it's all free. There is one thing in this game you have to spend money to get. One thing that you have to spend plat to get that affects your gameplay. And that is, let's go to equipment, inventory room. This is why things have value. Let's say you want to get a new Warframe. The big boys. These are your big grind targets. They take a while to get. They take a while to build. They take a while to level. But boy howdy, are they fun as hell. 20 platinum for 1 Warframe slot. Now 20 plat? That's pretty good. You can sell a few prime parts here and there and get a Warframe slot pretty damn easily. But what if you want weapons? There's a lot of weapons in this goddamn game. 12 plat for 2 weapon slots. 12 plat ain't shit. Everything I've covered, you could sell 1 or 2 of them, get your 2 weapon slots, boom, like that. Easy as hell. Companions. Maybe you want 2 companion slots for more cats, more guns for your drones, more drones. 12 plat. That's it. The most expensive thing in this game that you have to spend plat on is 20 plat. 20 plat, you can get in your goddamn sleep. You can get that shit in your sleep with the right drops. Let's go ahead. Let's go to the live feed of the market. Let's see what some live prices we're seeing are. Somebody wants to sell a Pandero Prime receiver for 30 plat. That's a Warframe slot. A Galantine Prime set for almost 50. That's 2 Warframe. That's 2 Warframe slots right there. Boom. A heavy caliber, super common mod. That's 10 platinum. That's almost a weapon set. Baza Prime blueprint. You're gonna be shitting those out. That's 5 platinum each. Sell 2 of those. Boom. You're basically you're already there to an equipment slot. This shit. This is how you get everything for free. You learn how to use this goddamn market. How do you use the market, I hear you ask? Well, I would sign in, but I would be spoilering. Oh, wait, no, I have a fucking BRB screen. What the fuck am I doing? I can just hide this from you people. That's right. Damn. I really am a streamer. Done it. I've learned how to... God, I'm so stupid. Let's sign in here, because I'm going to go ahead, walk you through how to do that as well. The 50 plat you start with RNG, as I've explained, you only have to spend on inventory room, and even then, you're given a... My brain just completely, like, shut down. You're given a decent amount of inventory room for both Warframes and equipment, so that 50 plat, you don't even need to spend immediately. Because as I've stated with the market, there's a lot of things you can spend money on, but you never should spend money on, because there's no point. You can get it for free. Even if you do spend your money on it, don't worry about it. It's all good. Because everybody starts with 50 plat. I'm going to say this to every new player here, Egu, whoever is here listening. That 50 plat you start with, don't spend it. Don't. Just don't. Chill. Either wait to run out of inventory room, in which case, hey, buy yourself some weapon slots, or run out of Warframe rooms, buy yourself a Warframe slot. You have enough plat there to buy you 1 Warframe slot and 2 weapon slots. That's more than enough. And now that I have logged in, let's go ahead and drop the BRB screen. There we go. And now I'm going to teach you how to use this site. So, let's look at something I want. Let's go Octavia. Octavia Prime. I need her chassis. Let's go to Octavia Prime chassis. There we go. Wow, her chassis is really cheap. This person's selling it for 14 platinum. I'm going to click right here to buy. I'm going to copy this chat message. I'm going to go to my chat, hit T, Control V, enter. They are currently offline. Fuck that person. So let's do the same with this one. 20 platinum. I'm totally willing to play. NM. Hit that. Boom. I sent that person a DM now from that little link. So they'll get it. And now we wait. I want to buy it for 20 platinum. Got my platinum right here. I just want that shit done. Anthony, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I'm going to get Octavia Prime before you. She's my waifu now, not yours. And now we wait. And that's if you want to buy something. If you want to sell something, I'll walk you through that as well. But my whole point here is just to show you how easy this is to get this stuff done. I see a friend request. There we go. Accept friend. There we go. So I've sent him that DM. When they get a chance, they'll see it. There we go. Palace gun. Okay. And now we wait. Now what complicated hoops do you have to jump through to buy? And they sent me an invite, and then I hit accept. And now I get hit with a loading screen. And oh, what's happening? What's going on? I clicked one button. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the game is loading something, but where's it going? I'm being very dramatic here, but I really cannot stress how easy this is and how essential this information is to be completely free to play. Wow, this person's... Oh, by the way, dojos, you can fully customize everything in them. They're like your clan area. This person made theirs look like God. Wow, they want to trade. I hit OK. And now we wait. I'm in this menu. What does this menu mean? Well, there's the chassis. Let's click this box. I can choose mod, item, or platinum. Let's select platinum. The deal was 20. Let's put in 20. Click when ready to trade. This is acceptable. Oh, there we go. Accept. Gives me 3 seconds to review what's going on. I hit OK. And just like that, I've used the market. And then we hit him with the thank you. And now, we just leave the dojo. Just like that, I've used the market. I've used it to buy something. Now that's just buying. You might not want to be buying things until later on when you've got enough plat. Early on, you're going to be using it to mostly just kind of sell bits and pieces here to get your free things. So let's say I want to sell something. Well, here's what you do. Go to equipment. Go to your inventory. Let's find some random fucking piece of shit to sell. Let's go over here to my prime parts, because prime parts are what sell. And here's an important thing to note. You can sell prime parts, not completed equipment. So as you can see here, this gauntlet is part of a melee weapon. It's not completed, so I can sell it. This is a blueprint, so I can sell it. These are all blueprints, so I can sell them. So let's go ahead and let's say, oh, would you look at that? I have a full Atlas Prime system. I have a full Atlas Prime set. Well, let's go to the market. Let's type in Atlas Prime. Oh, I fucked up Prime. Set. Let's click set. And let's look. All right. It's averaging a price of 34 to 35. 35 is about the average. Now, of course, you can play the market however you want. I could put my price at 35 and just wait. I don't really want an Atlas Prime set, so I'm not really going to use it. So I'm going to click place order. I want to sell an Atlas Prime set, price per unit. I'm gonna lowball this shit because I just spent 20 for Octavia. So if I get 30, I'm getting 10 plat profit. And quantity 1, because I only have one set. And now we post. There we go. The order has been posted. Let's do online and in-game. Because when you sign into this account, or not this account, when you sign into this website, it links it to your Steam account, which is linked to Warframe. So this person has my stuff, so they can DM me. Let's refresh the page. Tic-tac. There we go. And now, let's go back here. And now that I have placed that, now we just wait to receive a DM of somebody wanting to buy what I have put up for sale. Now, what do I need to do in order to sell things? I mean, that person had a dojo, right? So you have to have a dojo, correct? Well, that's if you want to sell things at your home turf. Which, by the way, if anybody plays this in the Discord server and they need a dojo, I can just invite you to mine, and then you'll have access to everything, and you don't need to do a single goddamn thing. To, like, you don't have to do anything. You'll just automatically have a dojo. So you know. That's pretty pog. Let's see if this works. Oh, that's up. There we go. Oh, there we go. I got a DM. DM you to trade, but it's a lol because I'm watching the stream. Alright. You fucking got me. You fucking got me. I thought you were somebody wanting to trade. You've got me, RNG. You tricked me. You bamboozled me. Alright, let's hit him with a... Hit him with a cool. Play it cool. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. So now we wait for that DM. But while we wait for that, I'm going to show you how the clan system works. So let's go to our dojo, the Sparrow Feathers. Yes, that is a Tales of, not Vesperia. It's an anime reference. There's a trading guild called the Sparrow Feathers. I really like their names. You can customize all of this. Let's explore this place that me and my clan, and by me and my clan I mean me, that I've made. You got all these little decorations. So this is more things you can decorate. These are also for free. Oh look, Tenno Lab. So right here is the dojo, or as I like to call it, the glories of socialism. Half joking. Kind of. Your whole clan can contribute resources to research certain products. So my clan has researched all of these. Let's say I want to start research on this fully automatic crossbow. Contribute. Contribute all because I'm rich. Boom. So now, in 3 days, this research will be done. Anything that's research has been completed, you can replicate the blueprint for credits. And you'll have it. And boom, there you go. You've got it for free. Your clan has worked together to research something, and now you have it. And it benefits everybody. And oh, would you look at that? A biolab. Biolab. Wow, I fucked that up. You can get bioweapons here. Oh, wow. The catabolist. I can replicate that. So that's 2 places with a bunch of weapons and equipment research. Oh, but look, it's a 3rd place with more things your clan can research. My goodness. And then, oh look, there's a 4th place with stuff you can research. That's an energy room. And look at how pretty everything here is. This is the little zen room we made. Lots of plants. You can see little butterflies as well. Very pretty, very lovely. This is a PvP room. There's PvP in Warframe. Don't do the PvP. Nobody does the PvP. The PvP is lame. Everybody who's hip and cool does the PvE. So let's go to the 2nd story. I've customized all of this. Don't worry, this is... Because there's a stream VOD, you can review it. Because I know I talk fast when I get into something, so it might not be easy to grasp. I do hope I'm conveying this properly and making a good case for it. I do sometimes. I do worry. And you got this nice, pretty little place. Here's a desert room we made. This is just a fucking desert room. Now, why did I bring you here? You're smart, Ego. Never do PvP. PvP is cringe. This is parkour. Now, I'm sure you've noticed, I'm moving around quite a bit in Warframe. I'm going to real quick cover how movement in this game works. It's very simple. It's almost ingenious how they did it. Everything is incredibly simple, but can be comboed. So here I am walking. If you hold down shift, you sprint. If you tap shift, you dodge roll. Hit control to crouch. / sneak. There's stealth in this game if you want to do stealth runs. And then you crouch walk. Let's say you're walking and then you crouch. You do a slide. Isn't that cool? You can jump. You can double jump. You can jump on a wall and then climb up it, which is cool. You can jump on a wall and then leap off of it, meaning you can triangle jump. You can slide. Alright, so there we go. And then we jump, aim glide, dodge roll. And then, boom! Alright, there we go. Hell yeah, it froze right as I did the speed run. Fuck yeah, Pog. Great timing, stream. I'm so sorry. Hopefully. Oh no. There we go. Okay, it's back. Thank God. Alright, so it probably missed the whole fucking parkour segment. Regardless, just know once you've gotten good at this game's movement, you can fucking move like God. Here you can see leaderboards for speedrun maps. People cheat. All these times are fake. Doesn't matter. They ruined it. But here you can see the best for your clan. I have the best, 34 seconds. Not that great. It could be way better. Let's be honest here. And that's the clan. So the clan is very cool. Again, also free. And if you want to trade with people, here, let's go to Trade Hub. If you yourself want to trade and invite people to trade, you just set up one of these in your clan. It's a trade station. When you invite people to join your clan, not as in like join as a member, just invite them to the building. Their name will pop up here. You can click on it, click trade. You'll be sent to that menu I was sent in when I was buying Octavia. It's that simple. And then that's how you get shit for free. You can get a... I don't remember at what point you can get clans, but it's decently early on. It's decently early on. And that's how clans work, and as such, that's also how trading works. Now, usually, and when I say usually, I mean like basically 99% of the time, whenever anybody asks you to trade, they have a clan. So when they ask you to trade, just say, can I trade at your place? Or like, I don't have a clan. And you just go to theirs. And you're done. And that's how you get plat for free. Now, I would cover how... I need to cover how drop tables work, but that's a really complicated subject. And I don't know how into that you want me to go. Because that gets complicated. Even with, like... even with drawings and visual aids. Do you want me to cover how to get a prime part? I might have to. Yeah, no. I need to cover how to get things from the wiki. Otherwise, you're all not going to know what to do, because it's horribly, horribly explained. Alright, so for now, let's go ahead, pop that up. We're going to go ahead do invisible. We're just going to drop that trade thing. If anybody DMs me, they can go fuck themselves. Let's drop that. Make that visible. Alright, there we go. Let's go here. Alright, boys. You're going to have to see my handwriting, which I apologize in advance for. It has been deemed a war crime in 13 different communities. All across the world, 13 nations came together and deemed my handwriting a war crime. So I apologize. But I need to explain this, because this is the most, well, at least one of the most important parts of Warframe. So we're going to go ahead, keep that BRB screen up. Terribly sorry for this. ahead, plug that in. Ignore that beep beep. It was me. It wasn't you. I apologize. That beep beep strikes fear into people's souls. I know. Don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and bring up Warframe. Drop tables. I'm just going to have to enjoy that BRB screen. While I do this, I'm going to go ahead and turn on some light Terraria music to play in the background. Because, hey, we need some ambiance here. There we go. Let's keep it light. Get the drop tables going. Let's go for missions. I'm trying to set everything up now beforehand, so that way when I'm explaining this all to you, it'll be as clear as possible. Oh, that's a bunk link. How the hell are you doing that? Alright, there we go. Alright, let's drop the BRB screen. And let's show you how drop tables work. I'm going to do it with writing. Alright. So right here is how these tables are described. We're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's get some just pencil. Fucking red. Alright. You've got what's being covered here. Mission. Mission type is very self-explanatory. These are just the nodes on the map. These are just what you do on each map. So, for example, mobile defense. Mobile defense is you put a thing in a port, you defend it for a few seconds, then you move on, boom, mission's done, you go back to your ship. Sabotage, you go to a place, you break a thing. Defense, you defend a thing. Very simple. Interception, it's capture its fucking control points. That's it. That's all very self-explanatory. Now, what's a tier? Tiers are where things get fucky. A tier can either describe a place, or, more commonly, level. When you see tier, also think difficulty. For example, Void Tier 2. Oh wow, I fucked that circle up. Void Tier 2. What's that mean? Well, that would mean the map area known as the Void, and Tier 2 is a level cap. I believe Tier 2 is level 20 to level 30 enemies. So, these two things combined, mission and tier, mean you are going to want to do mobile defense missions on the Void map with Tier 2 enemies. It's a little bit weird. It only gets weirder from here, but I have to explain this as best I can. You can feel free to tune me out, but do try to listen. I'm not great at explaining and I apologize, but I'll try to do better. So let's do this with the next thing. Defense missions. And you need to do defense missions on Dark Sector. Dark Sector is another type of map. This is a specific location. So, there are dark sectors all across the world. On a dark sector, you need to do a defense mission. That's all that means. It doesn't matter where the map is, just as long as it's a dark sector. Interception Tier 1. This just means low-level interception missions. There's no specified area. Just any will do. Defense, Void Tier 1. You go to the Void map with Tier 1 enemies to do defense missions. Semi-straightforward. Maybe it's starting to click. So let's do an example here. Let's say the mission is survival. And let's say it's survival Tier 3. What does that mean? Survival mission on any map anywhere, as long as the level of the map is Tier 3, which is about 50 to 60, I believe. That's all that means. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Again, I apologize for my handwriting. It's very horrible, I know. Now, here's where things get fucky. These are rotations. Rotations I can explain semi-well. What a rotation is anything in the map where, like, this is when you get the loot. When certain tasks are complete, it is a rotation. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to run through what this means. So let's take defense, for example. Notice how it says rotations A, B, and C. What does that mean? Well, we need to look at what a rotation table is. Rotation tables follow ABC loops. You've got rotation A, followed by rotation B, followed by rotation C. Now, what triggers this depends. Let's keep our focus on defense, however. Defense missions are infinite. They go as long as you can defend the objective. And a rotation happens every 5 minutes. So to visualize this, upon 5 minutes, you get rotation A. That's a fucked up 5. At 5 minutes, you get rotation A. At 10 minutes, you get rotation B. At 15 minutes, you get rotation C. So, they break up into chunks, like this. Now, why does that just say rotations A, B, C? Why does it not say A, B, C, D, E? Like, why doesn't it just go through the whole alphabet? That's because rotations on infinite missions, so defense, survival, things like that, are infinite. So let's say you go to 20 minutes. It will loop now. So at 20 minutes, you will not get the next letter. You will go back to A. And then at 25 minutes, you will get B. And then at 30 minutes, you will get C. And then at 35 minutes, that's right, you'll get A again. Because each letter is a loot pool. So at 20 minutes, you're pulling through the A loot table. At 25 minutes, you get an item from the B loot table. At 30 minutes, you get an item from the C loot table. And everything in Warframe follows these 3 letters, and that is it. Just these 3. Some missions will just have an A loot table. Let's go ahead and clear this out, actually. Make this shit easier to see. So, some missions, like capture, for example, the goal of capture, you capture the enemy. You will only get loot from an A table. There's no B, there's no C. All capture is you go to the dude, you capture the dude. That's the one objective. When you capture the dude, you get loot from the A table, which we are going to visualize here with a little box. A little box with a happy face and a gun. There, it's a happy face and a gun, and it's shooting. So you'll pull from the A loot table. That's it. Very simple. Now, I'm going to hit you with a mix-up here. Some maps, while still following ABC, will instead work like this. AABC. So, let's say you're doing a survival. At 5 minutes, which is when you pull from a loot table, at 5 minutes you pull from an A loot table. And then at 10 minutes, you pull from an A loot table again. And then at 15 minutes, you pull from a B loot table again. And then at 20 minutes, you pull from a C loot table. And then, at 25 minutes, for those astute amongst you students, you will know that survival, as I previously stated, is an infinite mission, which means it loops. So, at 25 minutes, you loop back to the first letter, which, in this case, is A. And then, at 30 minutes, you'll go to the next A. At 35 minutes, you go to B. At 40 minutes, you go to C. Now, this is all complicated. I've tried to explain it as best I can, so that way you understand it. So now, we're going to look at some drop chances, and I'm going to decipher them for you, essentially. So you can be guided through this horrible, horrible nightmare that is the wording of this system, because it's confusing. But I am here to teach. Or at least I hope I am here to teach. I hope I am here to help. I hope I am here to make things clear. So, we're going to go ahead. Let's drop that. Let's say you want Octavia Prime. Let's say you want Octavia Prime's blueprint. So, let's click to where you can get the Axio 5 relic, which contains her blueprint. And let's look over here. So, Disruption. Disruption is an infinite mission, meaning it loops. So, you need to be doing disruption missions. Here, Lua. Lua is a unique location. That's just a planet. So, the disruption mission on Lua will the specific enemies the second time around, which means you're now at the B table, which means you now have a chance for pulling for it. And then once you've killed those enemies for the third time, you're pulling from the C table, which means you now have a chance to get it. But say you kill them a fourth time, you're back to A now, which means you no longer have a chance of getting this relic. And here you can see the chances, when pulling from those tables, of getting the relic you want. Survival. Let's look at this one now. Survival. We already covered survival. How does survival go? It goes A, B, C. Tier. Dark Sector 4. A dark sector is, again, another specific event. So it's Sector 4, which is a specific area. Don't worry about it. Rotations. C. Now, a rotation happens in survival every 5 minutes. And it goes A, B, C. Hope you're with me here. So to get to the C table, you have to survive for 20 minutes. And then you get the chance. I hope this is making any amount of sense. If it is not making sense, we're going to go to the wiki, drop tables. And then over here you can just click on it. So let's go for relics. Oh, that's a questionable link. Oh my goodness. Alright, you failed me. Alright. Just put up the BRB screen. Let's stop the Terraria OST. There we go. I have tried to explain that. Again, that's my dealie. Ignore it. Don't worry about it. I apologize. I hope any of what I said has made sense. I hope any of it has clicked. But just know that's how drop tables work for things. Bosses as well will drop specific loot. So if there's a boss you want to get at, you can... It'll drop its own table. Very standard RPG fare. Not that complicated. Not that complicated at all. It's only if you're worrying about maximum efficiency that it gets complicated, but you should never worry about maximum efficiency because you will slowly... don't worry about it. This... It's very complicated. It gets weird. But all you need to... The only thing I implore you to, like, grasp is those three, is the ABC and how that works. Just as long as you can understand how the segments work, that's all you need to know. And then, like, you're fine. You're golden. As long as you can understand what it means when it says, oh, this drops at C, and you have, enough of an understanding to know, oh, this drops at C, this means this is, like, a third thing I have to do on a map, you're golden. You're fine. You're A-okay. Like, that's it. I can explain this better if you've played the game. It's the best way I can put it. But for now, we are going to return to Warframe capture, stop display capture. We are going to return to Warframe. Because there is an item I want. And we're going to go get that item. Because now I'm going to show you the main thing you're all here for. At least I would hope you're here for. Quick head count in chat, actually. Or not head count, because I see there's 5 people, but Who here actually knows what the gameplay of Warframe is like? I kind of just been assuming you all know what the gameplay is. Like, at least the vagueness that it's a third-person shooter. So I am actually curious to see who knows what the actual... Spam, jump, and control. Basically, yeah, you've mastered the movement. I would say throw some shifts in there for dodge rolls, because that helps with momentum. Okay. I pray... I'm almost too scared to ask if there's frame loss in the video, because if there is, I might cry live on stream. I might break down. I might weep. Third-person shooter and all... Okay, you know enough then. We're just going to assume there isn't frame loss. I'm going to assume I'm streaming buttery smooth, which is a lie, because I know I'm not, because apparently I can run Arknights like butter, but apparently running this game is pain incarnate. So let's go ahead and, without explaining really much of what's going on, because I need a specific item. Now, the item I want drops from this place. This place is the Void. If you ever want to check what items drop from any place, like let's say to build something, you can click over here to swap between episode status and resource drones, and when you're over a planet, scroll over this, and it tells you what you can find on the map. So right now, I need argon crystals. And then, oh look, you can get argon crystals at the Void, so I know just fuck around in the Void, and I'll get what I want. So let's do survival. Survival's infinite. We're just gonna kill shit until I get the crystals I want, because I need the crystals to build Octavia, so I can play music, and input Darude Sandstorm. Skip.
Your job is to distract the enemy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for much-needed supplies. Make your presence known.
There we go. By the way, that lady to the left is your tutorial mom.
Shut down all systems.
She helps you throughout the game. She's very nice. And then, oh look, it's an enemy. I'm so scared. Dead. These enemies are very low level, and I have ascended past them. These can never kill me. But now I can cover what the gameplay is like. As you can see, it's a shooter. You've got your primary weapon. You've got your secondary weapons. You've got your melee weapons. It's all very well and good. If you look at the bottom right, you'll see Fuck you. You'll see abilities. For Mesa, or no, I should cover how to use the abilities first. My goodness, I'm getting ahead of myself. You activate your abilities with the 1, 2, 3, and 4 keys. So, Mesa's first ability. Any damage I deal with this weapon is now stored. Up to a cap. I've stored it up to the cap. I reactivate my 1. The next shot I fire deals all the damage I have stored. So now this next attack from this disgusting-ass gun is going to deal a ton of bonus damage. Hello. Dead. The second ability. Shooting range. Enemies in range get their guns jammed. And I gain bonus damage for my firearms. This is a very gunslinger-focused frame. She basically just buffs guns. So, as you can see, I get close to the enemies. Their guns jammed. They can't shoot me. I can shoot them. Howdy do, how do you do? Third ability. Shadow Shield. I get damage resistance. That's it. I'm just tankier now, and I won't die as fast. Very simple, very good. Now, what's her fourth ability? Well, show of hands in chat. Who here has played Overwatch? Who here knows what Macreal is? You know, the high noon meme. Because that meme, I'm about to show you the big boy version of that meme. It's high noon? Okay. I just need to know the McCree ult of like the auto aim thing, because I'm gonna show you what that ult is on crack. So here's Mesa's fourth ability. Let's try to get some enemies to group up here. Let's activate it. I've now activated the regulators. I have taken the stance. It's high noon. Everything's dead. This is an auto aim. Anything within this circle, I left click, dead. Left click, dead. Dead. Dead, 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 dead. Dead, 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 dead. This is gameplay. This auto-aims, auto-targets, locks on, and aimbots everything to death. Because I am a cowgirl. That move, hello enemies. Dead. I've used so much gameplay skill to execute that combo. Watch, I'm going to play Mesa now. I hit 4. Everything in the room is dead. Could you see the skill? The peak of gameplay, my abilities, my talents. I hit the 4 button. You're playing Warframe now. Not all Warframes are made equal in the mechanical input. Mesa is brain dead. I don't have to use any brain power. When playing this piece of shit character, I say piece of shit, I love her. And as you can see from the bottom right, it pulls from an energy pool. Energy is just mana. You get energy from enemies. If you don't have energy, you can't cast spells. Pretty self-explanatory. But that's just if you want to use guns. Maybe you're not good at guns. Maybe you're not a fan of shooters. Maybe you want to go back to simpler times. These are fists. We're gonna beat the shit out of people now. Because that's also something I can do. Maybe I just don't want to use guns. Maybe I just want to beat the fucking... Maybe I just want to beat their ass. Maybe I want to return to monkey. And just punch shit. Because guess what? Every melee weapon in this game has combos you can do. So here's the combo set. So here's my basic melee attack combo. Get some punches and some kicks. Pretty cool. Now what if I held right click and did that combo? Oh, wow, look at that. I do a forward dash and some leg kicks. Ain't that cool? Ain't that neat? Fuck him up. There we go. Boom. Now let's look at the other melee combos. During knee slide, in air, during wall dash, aiming at a down enemy. All these nifty little things you can do. See that group of enemies? What if I decided to just say, fuck them? That's a ground pound. There are sliding attacks. There are entire frames. Yes. So I can do, for example, standard standing melee combo. You just approach and punch. Very, very simple. If I block melee combo, I open with a dash and some leg kicks. I also do a little break dance. It's really cool. If I slide, I do a super kick. I can aim in melee to do a ground pound. I can activate special in melee to do what is essentially a super ground pound. And here's a very important part I need to stress. See that? Brutal Tides to the left? That is a stance mod. Melee weapon types have different stance mods which change how combos work. Meaning if I equip a different stance mod for this exact melee weapon, I'll get completely different combos. And these combos aren't just cosmetic. Certain hits during these combo chains will have guaranteed effects. So for example, maybe the third hit of Rushing Fire is a guaranteed knockdown, or maybe the last hit of Inferno is a guaranteed slash proc. So the combos actually matter, and knowing the right combo for the right stance, for the right weapon, can make melee weapons completely broken and make it so you never have to fire a bullet in the entire game. In fact, melee weapons are so broken at the moment, they're being nerfed next patch. You can also block. I'm blocking these with my hands. My turn. I took her arm off. And then you can just fuck them up. Maybe you just don't want to use a fucking gun. Options. This game is about options. How do you want to play the game? How do you want to express yourself? Maybe you don't want to use fists. Maybe you want to use a machete. Maybe you want to use a whip. Maybe you want to use a whip sword. Maybe you want to use an axe. Do whatever the fuck you want, children. Students, the world is your oyster. Build whatever dumb fuck weapon you want, and then use it to murder people. Because you're a peacekeeper. A very heavily armed, violent, destructive peacekeeper. I guess I could just talk and cover like a basic lore thing. What you're playing as is a Warframe. You're part of an organization known as the Tenno, Intergalactic Peacekeepers. The galaxy is fucked. It's really fucked at the moment. And the best way to ensure peace is through rampant ultra-violence. Yeah, Ego gets it. Violence. That's how you keep the peace. You kill everything not keeping the peace. Basically, they're kind of like Jedi if instead of using a laser sword and calling blasters, like, barbaric, they said fuck it, and they used a giant greatsword and equipped miniguns and flintlock pistols and ran around shooting people. It's like that. They're like Jedi if they had no morals, watched a shit ton of anime, did a lot of meth. It's great. Also, they did war crimes. Every Warframe is a war crime machine. It's very wonderful. And then this is your gameplay. You just murder shit, at least in survival. Survival's very simple. Just murder, have fun, get the drops you want. I'm looking for Argon crystals. I got one. I need to find other ones. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start zooming around the map and try to find a node. Yes, this game, oh god. The Canadians who made this game like anime a lot. The next skin they're coming out is literally just a fucking Evangelion mech. It's just that. And they're like, oh look, it's a skin. They're a bunch of weebs. Dirty, filthy weebs. How dare they? It's very... You've got your katanas, you've got a lot of shit. It's very fun. I think there are laser swords here. I don't actually think they have, like, just a full-on lightsaber-esque weapon. Which is weird. Usually it's a form of blade. Maybe they don't want to copy it too hard, I don't know. But no, you've got some nutty-ass combos here. For example, my secondary is just some pretty... My secondary weapon, the Aklex Prime, some pretty basic, just essentially dual-wielding Desert Eagles. Very simple, not all that fancy. Gets the job done. It gets the job done. And then, of course, there's all the damage mods and various things you can do with it, which I will cover after this is done, because we need a gameplay introduction to explain how everything works. Just some pretty basic gameplay mechanics. Survival's very simple. You're not really using your brain much. I've ascended beyond these entities. As such, I can just decimate them. Any mission on the planet, on any planet, you can play co-op with up to 4 players. And the enemies will scale, their numbers will scale. You'll get bonus XP for leveling everything. So this is a very good co-op game. If you want to, like, maybe you and your friend are grinding on a specific mission for a specific, Oh, Warframe? Egu, the games you're talking about, I call those games podcast games. Because they're games where you can just zone out, turn on a podcast, and, like, you're fine. Warframe is a fucking perfect podcast game. Once you get the flow of combat, you don't have to use your brain for, like, anything. It's all, like, it all runs on reflex. There we go. Oh, and all the while I'm doing this, my little pet here, Hamburg, as you can see, he helps me fight. That dude's dead. He eats them. He'll rip their limbs off. He's a very good boy. I need to find the specific resource I'm looking for here. Where is it? Fuck you. Now, of course, all these enemies do different things. One of those enemies I just killed can deploy like a drone to attack you. One of them is like an AoE healer. You've got to focus fire them. Where's that crystal? There should be little resource nodes. Because that's another thing I should explain. Every map will have little containers you can crack open, little chests you can open. They'll give you resource... There we go. They'll give you resources, ammo, stuff like that. And there's little resource nodes. Break these, get some resources. Pretty simple. Usually maps don't have a ton of resources on them. You just kind of vibe, do the mission as normal. Use about 2 brain cells at max. If it's a difficult map, you might have to think and actually play the game like a sentient human being, but I'm so ludicrously over-leveled and over-equipped for this shit, nothing here could ever kill me. Under any circumstances, unless I, like, AFK with the controller. That's the only time I could die here. Thank you, Lotus. Thank you, Space Mom. Everybody calls her Space Mom. She's very friendly. Oh, but also, another thing I should note with weapons, sometimes they have alternate fires, like this weird-ass arm cannon. Its alternate fire is it shoots grenades, essentially. There we go. So its primary is a fully automatic shotgun, and its secondary is a grenade launcher. I love this weapon. It's my favorite. Also, it regens ammo, and has infinite ammo. So I don't have to worry about things like ammo management, thank God. Shut up, turret. Can open it up. Those little orbs will heal you. And then now I just farm for a weapon I want, while using none of my brain. I need one more argon crystal, at least. Because every enemy I kill has a chance of dropping one. And I would very much so appreciate if they just gave me what I want now, rather than later.
Capsule is now available.
Let's see. I need a fucking... Where's the R? Oh, that's a booby trap. Oh, those will actually kill me if I'm not careful. Okay, there we go. Dealt with that. No, this game is very, very good for just, like, chilling. If you've got a podcast you want to listen to, if you've got a music album you want to listen to, if you want to, like, zone out with friends and just talk about some bullshit while you farm, you can do that as well. Oh. Well, hey, it's perfectly fine this. This is a unique little tile set. It's a parkour challenge we're going to do. See if I can get the reward at the end. So let's go ahead. Oh god, which one of these doors is opening so I can do the challenge? There we go. Okay, we made it through that. I've got 17 seconds. Oh god, will I make it to the end? There we go, I made it. And now I get to the little loot area. There we go, get a mod.
Tenno, extraction is ready.
Shut up, Space Mom. I'm farming. I know extraction is ready. I don't care.
Additional life support has arrived.
There we go. We get another Neo. Notice how I got that at 15 minutes, calling back to the previous lesson. And now let's leave this little special loot area. We've got what we came for.
You are running out of time.
I know I'm running out of time. Silence thyself. I will not consider extraction. I actually might fail this mission because I fucked around. Oh no. Okay, I think I saved it. There we go, I saved it.
Life support has been replenished.
This is the one thing you have to balance in survival, life support. If you run out, mission doesn't just immediately end, but you have to retreat. You can't go on any longer. Still looking for that goddamn Argon crystal. Just gotta kill shit until I get it. But this is the most honest representation of Warframe gameplay. You farm for the thing you want to build, and then that's it. Obviously, you've got quests and various other cool things to do as a new player. Because, I'm going to be completely honest here, new players have it best here. Holy shit, there's so much content for new players. There's so many unironically amazing quests. Oh, there's so much content, but I'm an old player. I've, like, beaten everything. I've ascended beyond. Yes. See, Egu, you're making the right choice. You're walking a good path. I'll say you and Mel can play it together. It'll be a good bonding experience. Oh, also, I should specify, there are also, like, support frames as well. If you're not big on combat, there are frames whose entire shtick is just helping other people. Alright, let's switch up my build and who I'm playing. Let's do... who's a fun one I can do? Who wants to see the BDSM frame? Who's interested in that? Which one of you special people? Oh god. the duel. Let's equip some shit here, see what we can work with. Let's equip the sepulchrum. Let's change our melee weapon around. Let's show y'all something different. Let's show y'all the big fucking sword. The giant sword. Oh, actually, no, I should cover, Oh, Nezha is so powerful. Since last you played, Nezha has been reworked, and Nezha is now one of the strongest characters in the game. He is a jack-of-all-trades, CC, tank, DPS, support. He can do everything. He's amazingly powerful. He's... I'm not gonna say broken, but he's god tier. Easy god tier. Easy S tier frame. But we've had our fun farming bit. I'm now going to... Listen up, students. Those of you who wish to learn. I'm now going... oh, he's good at melee as well. Well, everybody's good at melee. Melee's broken as shit, but he can do, like, whatever. But for those of you, I'm now going to try and explain how damage works. And also how modding works, because it's one of the main things you're going to be doing. It's insanely simple. You go to upgrade. Let's go to this build here. Let's remove all. Alright. Shut up, Venari. So, as you can see here, with any selected weapon, your capacity at the top left, this is your mod capacity. Every single mod, that little symbol at the top right, is how much it drains from the capacity. So let's say I want increased reload speed. Let's pop it on there. My capacity has now been lowered by 7. Very simple. If you don't got room for the mod, can't put the mod in. Oh, burped a little there, excuse me. Let's say I want to put in fucking serration, which is 10. I now have 50 left. Very simple. Now that symbol, next to the drain amount, that is a mod's polarity. Think of it like its symbol. It's just a symbol. If I put a mod with that symbol into a slot that also has that symbol, so right there, above serration, that mod slot has that symbol. Serration is draining 10 points from my capacity. I put it in there. It's halved. I am now only losing 5 capacity to serration. Very simple. You can, weapons will come with these symbols in their mod slots. Some will, some won't. There are 3 symbols right here. Your V, your weird shape, and your dash. Put them in the symbol, get half the mod drain. Bada bing, bada boom. Really simple, really easy. Now let's throw on some fucking shit here to explain how damage works. Let's equip a different weapon so I can better explain to you how damage numbers work, I should specify. Alright. Let's go to upgrade. As you can see here, got the 60 mod slot. Or 60 mod points with the mod slots. This is a full build. Now let's, from top to bottom, just explain some very simple things. Accuracy, self-explanatory. Crit chance. This is the chance that any bullet you fire will crit. Crit multiplier. This is how much the damage is multiplied by when you crit. Fire rate, self-explanatory. Magazine, self-explanatory. Multi-shot is where things get tricky. Actually, no, not at all. All multi-shot does is it increases the number of projectiles you fire. That's it. That's all it does. It just makes you shoot more bullets. It doesn't consume any extra ammo or anything. You just shoot more bullets. So this has a multi-shot of 1.9. This means I have a 90% chance, whenever I fire this gun, to just shoot an extra bullet for free. That's all that does. Reload, self-explanatory. Status, we'll get to status. And let's get to how the damage works. These words, impact, puncture, slash, and viral. These are types of damage. Every weapon has certain types of damage. What does this mean? Nothing. This means nothing. For the time being, just know you add all this together, boom, you get the base amount of damage. Now recently they updated this, so let's say, let's take a multi-shot mod out. Take out split chamber. See, now my damage is 180, but if I re-put it in split chamber, it shoots back up. So even multi-shot, all your damage is calculated there for your total. Now we get to status, which is where these damage types come into having any meaning. What status does is whenever you do any damage, you roll status chance. When you roll status chance, you apply a debuff. Each of these types of weapons, or each of these damage types, the reason they are different is because when status is rolled, it will pick one of these to apply its debuff, and the debuff does different things. So, impact, let's take a look at this. Most effective against shield. Impact status increases the chance that the target will be vulnerable to a finisher at low health. Puncture, most effective against armor. Puncture status reduces the target damage output by up to 75%. So, let's say you shoot someone with a pistol. It does the puncture debuff. They now do less damage. Very simple, very straightforward. Slash, most effective against health. Slash ignores the target's armor and causes them to bleed for extra damage over a short duration. So a slash debuff is just damage over time. Very simple, right? Different damage types do different status effects, but in the end, they're all combined into damage. Now here's where things are going to get a little bit, not complicated. It's also very simple. Let's find a good weapon I can mod to properly describe this. Let's just mod this bow here, because this is easy. Config B. Okay. You've noticed the impact, the puncture, the slash, all that jazz. But then you have elements. These elements are where things get fucky. This is where things get fun, I should say, actually. Let's be more straightforward here. So let's say toxin damage. Boom. This weapon now has toxin, which means it has a chance to roll a toxin debuff. Toxin, most effective against organic corpus enemies since it ignores shields. Toxin status causes the target to take additional damage over a short duration. A damage over time effect. Now that's cool, right? So maybe, hold on, let's electric, Stormbringer. Let's add electricity. What's electric damage? Most effective against robotics. Electricity status chains between nearby enemies and stuns them. So now you have a chance for your weapon to stun. Fire elemental. This is heat damage. Most effective against infested flesh. Heat status causes the target to burn for extra damage and slightly reduces their armor over a short duration. Another damage over time effect. Then we get... I didn't erase that one. Cold. The frigid rounds. Cold. Most effective against shields. Cold status causes enemies to move up to 70% slower. They move slower. Cool. Rad. You put the elements on the guns do extra things, everybody's happier for you. Everything's a lot more dead usually as well. Now, I've switched to Lavos for a very specific reason. He is the elemental master. I know I said Chroma was. Chroma's got his ass beat out by this guy. This guy's way better than him. At the bottom right, you can see the 4 elements from left to right being toxin, cold, electricity, and heat. So let's say toxin. There you go. My next ability would do toxin damage and apply the toxin debuff. Now here's where things get interesting. Let's say I put 2 elements on a gun. What does that do? Let's say I put toxin and electricity on a gun. Does that mean that gun now does toxic damage and electric damage? No, because the people at DE are psychopaths, and they want more things for you to learn. They combine. Every element, when paired with a different element, will create a brand new element. Because fuck it, I guess. So, as you can see in the bottom right, I have toxic selected. Let's combine it with electricity and see what we get. We get a new element. That symbol is corrosive. Corrosive reduces the target's armor. But now let's say I want to combine toxic with cold. What do I get? Viral. The viral element increases all damage the enemy takes when they have the debuff on them. Let's say I want to combine heat with electricity, radiation. Radiation damage causes the enemies to forget who's their friend and who's their foe and makes them infight. Let's combine heat with ice. And somehow this makes explosive. Explosive explodes. There's really nothing to it. It does boom. You proc the debuff, boom. Boom. You did it. Now, to describe this better, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up one image. Warframe elemental chart. There we go. We're going to go ahead and bring this up on the fly here. Let's go ahead. Dibbity bop bop bop. There you go. Zoom in. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There you go. All right. This is how the combinations work. Because, hey, I don't know, maybe me explaining it verbally wasn't working. This image basically explains it. You've got your 4 core elements. The 4 elements, like the Avatar, known for his mastery of heat, electric, toxin, and cold. The 4 elements. And then when you combine them, you get a new thing. So, heat and cold, blast damage. Cold and toxin, viral damage. Electric and toxin, corrosive. Heat and electric, radiation. Cold and electric, magnetic. Heat and toxin, gas. This is just gas. The fart element. It's all these do different things. All these do different things. They all have different damage ratios depending on the enemy. The damage system in this game is complex, to say the least, and there are a lot of options you can do. But I am now going to completely fucking disregard everything I just said, and I'm going to hypersimplify this for all you new little babbies. The only thing you need to know, and the only thing you need to give a shit about with all these elements I just told you, is that when you put an element chance on a gun, it makes the gun do more damage. That's it. That's all you really need to know. Early on, you're not going to have access to anywhere near the shit I have. So if you want gun do more damage, want gun kill good or better, put heat on. Do damage good or now. Even if the status doesn't get triggered, damage good, damage up, damage high good, more damage good, heat good, scary bad, damage kill murder good. Just completely disregard. All that elemental shit doesn't matter for like your first 50 hours of playing the goddamn game. Just throw elemental mods on shit to make things hurt more. That's literally all you need to give a shit about. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. That's it. It just does more damage. You just want damage. And now that we've covered damage, let's go into modding a Warframe. Modding a Warframe is ludicrously simple. Don't worry about it. You got your health, energy. You got your armor. Armor just makes you take less damage when you get hit with health. Energy is mana. Health is health. Shield is shield. Pretty fucking straightforward. What are those other things? How do you change a Warframe's abilities? because you can upgrade their abilities and make them work different as well. Well, you've got your four. These four things dictate how your abilities work. It's all very self-explanatory. Duration makes your abilities work longer. Let's say it's a buff, your buff will stay on you longer. Efficiency, your abilities cost less. There you go. Range, your abilities go farther. Let's say it's an AoE, the AoE is bigger. Strength, make ability hurt more. Let's say it's a damage ability. It now does more damage. That's it. That's all these numbers mean. It's very simple. Now, what you can do with these numbers is very complex, and I'm not getting into it. But that's all these do. All of these are good. The more percentages each of these things get, the better. That's it. You can do some finicky shit if you want, but that's all you need to know. It gets complex later on, but we're gonna just keep it nice and simple here. We're gonna just roll some dumb shit, and then boom. That's how you mod a Warframe. Very simplified. It can be way more complicated than that. And now, to cover the last bit of information that I feel is important to cover, because we've covered mods, we've covered damage, we've covered Warframes. I keep forgetting how pink my ship is. God. I live in the Pepto-Bismol ship. Oh, wow. My big space station stays there. That's cool. Here's your mod station. I need to explain this to you all, because I shit you not, it took me like 30 hours of playing this game before I realized this was even a mechanic. Because I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Alright, boom. Look at this. This is fast hands. 5% reload speed? That's garbage. Why would I ever put that on my Warframe, is what I thought, because I was dumb. When you select a mod, you can click this big button here, Fusion, and then you can level up the mod, and it makes the mod way better. Now it's a 30% reload speed increase. It took me 30 hours of installing unleveled mods into my Warframes and not scaling to realize what I was doing wrong, and I fucked myself because I'm actually, like, I can't read. I have something wrong with me fundamentally. You get the mod looks bad, and then you can level it, and then it's good. This took me 30 hours of gameplay to realize. You can laugh at me all you want. And then when you level it, it just takes credit, and this thingy called Endo, you get Endo all the time constantly from everything in the game. I'm not even going to acknowledge its existence. You'll get Endo all the time. It doesn't matter. And you can do this with all the mods. Like, oh wow.
While I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier.
Don't interrupt me.
Error, not a number.
Don't interrupt me,
Did the
Ordis.
operator enjoy this witticism?
If you interrupt me, Ordis, I'll kill you. Wow, Sinister Reach, +3 range on beam weapons? You can mod it, and now it's +12 range. Wow. It took me so long to realize this was how you level up mods and make builds. I am ashamed. I'm ashamed. And I have to tell you this to pray you don't be like me. Oh, also, early game mods you're going to get as a new player will have this crack. Cracked mods are just bad. They just suck. I don't know why they're in the game. They shouldn't be in the game. They're a waste of everybody's goddamn time. Flawed fast hands. As you can see with those little... See those little dots at the bottom? That's the number of times it can be leveled. You can't level it as much as normal fast hands. And each level gives you less stats. Never invest in cracked mods. There's no point. You can put them on your Warframe and like your weapons when you first get them, but once you get the better version, you're fine. You're set forever. And then boom, that's how mods work. These all do different things. And these can all do fucking all different things. There's so many options in this game. You can do so much shit. Let's go to those stance mods I was talking about. These are all the stance mods. These all change how your melee weapon works. Brutal Tides, Clashing Forest, Coiling Viper, Defiled Snapdragon, Rending Crane, Swirling Tiger. It's beautiful. It's amazing. All these mods. All these flavors of death. And now that's mods done. Now, I've covered basically all the essentials. Now this is what I want to impart on new players who haven't played. Because if you take anything away from this stream, I don't know how well I'm explaining everything. I want to say I'm explaining everything horribly, but my opinion on myself is very bad all the time. So we're just going to not even think about that. But, so I would love if you at least try out the game. Now you know it's free to play incredibly. I've explained all the shit UI and all the issues you would have with it. What are some goals you can set? These are also important. So, there are 2 goals that early game players should have. When you first start Warframe, you're not going to have access to this whole solar system here. You're not going to have access to this. You're going to start on Earth. You're going to have all these little nodes and stuff to explore and look around at. All these little junctions to go over the place. Your first goal, as a new player, should just be to explore. Just unlock as much of the solar system as you can. How do you do this? Easy. You do a node, it'll take you to the surrounding nodes, and then you get to junctions. Junctions take you to new planets. And they have little goals you need to do to get to a new planet. So this is a Venus junction. This is, I believe, the first junction in the game that you'll have to clear. So, let's see what you have to do. Complete a quest. Easy peasy. You have to do that before you can even play the game. Collect 20 mods. Easy. Apply 4 mods to a single warframe or weapon. Easy as well. This is tutorial. It's explaining to you how to play the game. How to collect mods, how to equip mods. Upgrade any mod to rank 2 or higher through the fusion process. I'll explain mastery when I get to the second goal because it ties into it. But once you complete these missions, you can do the junction. And as you can see at the bottom, there are rewards. When you complete a junction, you can get a blueprint for a weapon, you can get a mod for a weapon, you get all these nice juicy rewards, you get sent to a new planet, you can explore this planet, do X junction, so on and so forth. It's very fun. A lot of these junctions will also include doing quests. Quests are located at this terminal here. It will not be next to an ass poster. That's only I have the ass poster zoomed in on the ass. Because I'm a very mature human being. I'm a very good teacher. You go to your quests area, and here you'll see all the quests you can do. Very simple. You click on it. You can even replay it if you've done it before. Bada bada bing, bada bada boom. If you cannot access a quest, you'll see the prerequisites. So, I need to do Sands of Inaros. So what do I need to do Sands of Inaros? Mastery rank 5, I have that. I'll explain what that is in a second. And I need to purchase a specific blueprint from a specific person. I've done that. So, if I make the blueprint, done. Octavia's Anthem. I need to do a specific quest, which I've already done, and I need to talk to a specific person. So if I were to talk to that person, I could do this quest. Very simple, very straight explanatory. Self-explanatory. Now on to the second goal, which is... Oh, I didn't realize he was here. I accidentally started interacting with my dog. God, you're fucked up looking. I still love you, though. You're vile, but I love you. The second goal should be to get shit. Get weapons, get mods, get warframes. So, here's what I did. We're going back to here. Go to weapons. Just scroll through. Find a weapon you like. See what weapons you can buy for credits. Which means you're going to have to click through a lot of shit. Find a weapon you want. Either get it for the credits, or go to the wiki, look up the weapon, find out where you get it. Very simple. Same thing with warframes. Look up what are some warframes you want. Do you want... Who looks cool? Just pick one that looks cool. Look up how to get it. And then get it. Because, and this is important, whenever you get anything in this game, you have to level it. Look here. All this shit, Mesa, max rank, Exceltra, max rank, Sepulchrum, max rank. You get something, it starts with its own level. How do you level things? You use it. That's it. It's that self-explanatory. Let's go ahead. Let's try to find a weapon that I need to level so I can explain this. Oh, the Tenora. My Tenora, it's rank 10. How would I level this? I shoot things. That's it. That's all you have to do. If I kill things with my Warframe, it won't get experience. If I kill things with this gun, I'll level it. That's it. You level it. And then, when you've leveled a weapon, each level increases the number of mods it can hold. It will not change the damage. Leveling it does not change the damage. It will only change the number of mods it can hold. That's it. And when you've leveled enough weapons to max, you'll get a mastery rank. This little bar up here goes up every time you level anything. You level up a pet, this bar goes up. You level up a Warframe, this bar goes up. You level up a gun, this bar goes up. Once it gets a certain level, you will do a challenge, and you will level up. What mastery rank is your rank as a player. Not your weapon rank, not your equipment rank, your rank. Each time your rank goes up, you get bonuses. The bonuses aren't great. I'll completely admit it. You get some not inventory room. You get some loadout slots. You get to hold more relics. It's okay. But what really matters about your mastery rank is that certain weapons, item, and equipment are locked behind mastery rank. So you're going to want to be constantly getting new weapons, getting new warframes, getting new companions, getting new not mods, but you should be one of those regardless. But you get those things, you level those things, you up your mastery rank. The higher your mastery rank is, the more new shit you can get, the more more fun you can have, the more of the map you can explore, the more of the missions you can do, the more of the quests you can do, and that's the gameplay loop. You do this for, in my approximation, around 800 hours, so you're going to get your gameplay's worth, and then you've done everything, you've beaten the game, you've done all the content in the game, and then you spend 20 hours making your Warframes look pretty. And then that's it. You don't even play the game anymore. You just make your guys look pretty. I don't know, make them look pretty. Look at this fucking guy. He's hideous, but I love him. Look at this. Queen. Love her. Look at this. Beautiful. And then Fashion Frame happens. So just to refresh, your 2 core goals as a new player should be exploring the universe, try to unlock as much as you can, and get new shit. Get new warframes, get new guns, get new melee weapons, get new friends, new equipment, all that jazz. And of course, at any time, you can go up here, you can do public, you can do friends only, you can do invite, or you can do solo. You can play with friends, get more loot, get more experience. The only thing I will say is that if you do public on a certain map you're having issues with, there's a very high chance you will get a very high level player in your team, and they will do all of the content for you, and you won't have to lift a finger in the slightest. So, if you just want to not, use your brain, you can just do that. And all these thingies up here don't matter. You shouldn't give a single shit about these things early on. These don't matter. These are just dumbass little things. These will all be explained via the game. And one final thing. Who here in the chat, I need a response from you people, so listen up. Who here likes lore? I need an answer. Who here just likes lore? Just straight up lore. Just learning about shit. I'm not talking reading. I'm talking who likes to listen to those fucking videos of the Dark Souls nerds talking about some fucking dragon shit, and you just listen to them talk while you play a game? Who likes to listen to it? Who likes that shit? I see Mel. Mel's good. See, Mel gets it. Mel, culture. Those words are synonymous. Not only does Mel mean culture and bottom, but it also means bad. It doesn't mean scary. It'll never mean scary. But it does mean culture. Definitely means culture. Alright. I'm going to introduce you now to the absolute best feature of this fucking game. So, let's go over here to your codex. You've got your... Oh yeah, no, the game is very loud. I've tweaked a lot of these settings. So here's your codex. It doesn't matter. This is what matters. Do you see this? Lavarian? This fucking thing that DE is added for these warframes is a in-game walk-in museum with a fucking narrator who will explain the lore and backstory of these warframes and their weaponry. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to give you one example of this with... Who's a good one we can all start with? Grendel. You click it.
Any friend of history is a friend of the Lavarian.
That is your museum host. It's in first person now. You can walk around and explore. Here's his tarot card. You can even donate to him. I love this guy with a passion, so I'm going to give him 10,000 credits.
Unexpected. I'm speechless.
He'll thank you for it. I'm going to now just not say a word, and I'm going to let him talk to you about Grendel. Turn the stream up if you want. You're just going to enjoy him for a little bit.
Grendel. Primal. Insatiable. And, as this exhibit will demonstrate, a creature of surprising compassion. After the fall of the Orokin Empire, a surviving Orokin executor, a violet-scented brute named Karish, lorded over Europa's frozen, famine-struck city of Ridda. Save within his walled manse, the moist and loathsome Karish lived a lavish life, while his frail citizens obeyed every edict in the hope of receiving his pre-masticated table scraps. As the city starved beneath him, Karish commanded yet another feast for himself and his gluttonous sycophants. 12 courses for each of his 12 grafted digestive sacs, and one uninvited guest.
That is the Lavarian. He will walk you through the lore of those warframes, their history, the things they did before. Now, while some of the words used might be a little bit confusing, once you get even the slightest grasp of the history of this game, this is one of the best features I have ever seen in any game. So there's his intro. This is for Grendel. Here's his melee weapon. This is his signature melee weapon. If I click on this, he'll continue to tell the story of Grendel. This one little snippet. He won't go into how the Warframe was constructed or some bland diatribe about the weapon. He tells you a story. What actions did it take? Who did it fight? What were noticeable events in its life? What were characters it encountered? All the while showing you displays and exhibits linked to his history. Here we have his melee weapon. Here we have his Sindana. Here we have a piece of a helmet linked to one of his best friends. Here we have his alternate helmet. Here we have artifacts from that city he was just talking about. That rich elite who gorged himself on food while his subjects starved underneath him. These are the ruins they found where he used to live. The plate and cutlery he used, and the gates that Grendel broke through. And here, at the very end, we have Grendel. All of these things he will talk to you about, and he will give you a complete story. This is, unironically, the best fucking thing I've ever seen in a game to tell you about lore. It's amazing. It is a literal walk-in museum. And he has these for all these warframes. All these warframes. And more are being added. And that's not all. Do you see these cards? Next to it, these little tarot cards. You can find these hidden in the museum. These are free ship decorations you can place down. I have Goss here, because I love Goss. He's one of my favorite warframes. And I have Avara, because Avara's story that she has is so fucking cool, and I love it so much, I had to put her here. And those are just 2 of them that I found. That is one of the best things I've ever seen in any game. But let's get to the second best thing this does for lore. Let's go to fragments. Or no, the art gallery. Or no, not art gallery, it's fragments. Yeah, I need fragments. I sometimes don't remember where things are. Now let's... here are fragments. You'll find these throughout the map. You can scan these for bits of lore. So let's say wildlife. Most of the wildlife observed today can be traced back to creatures of Earth. In the Orokin era, organic manipulation was used to modify Earth life forms to a purpose: war, agriculture, pets. Long after their Orokin masters perished, some of these species managed to survive through adaptation and can be found roaming in natural environments. Now that's cool. You get a nice little bit of art and a nice little lore thing. Now what's that humming? As you scroll through, you'll hear a humming. It will change and fluctuate depending on where your cursor is. Depending on where it is on the map. And this is a nice little feature. It's a very cool little thing they added. Because what this is the humming will increase when you get close enough to a certain spot on this fucking image. Oh, found it.
My search began as the essential question. What am I? Bones of steel and space? Lungs that make air? If I am a machine, how can I think? This would be forbidden by the Orokin, a manifestation of their true enemy.
Through these images that you will find throughout the universe, through these many images that you will find, you can unearth the history of your little AI companion and how he got where he is. But that's not all you can find. Let's try to find this one's image.
Day after day, we toiled. My father, my brother Claudius, pulling grains for the Orokin takers in the city, as our kind had done for generations. We were young, but the work made us old. Our backs ached, our hands bled. The sun tortured our skin. In the worst times, it felt as though death would claim us before the day was through. It was on one such afternoon that I was fated to first hear that glorious sound. A whisper I strained to hear in a tongue not of man, but of something else, something grander, a language I understood instinctively, the language of desire. It said, "Fear not poverty. Poverty is the bitter soil in which sweet desire blossoms."
That's an example of another fragment you can collect through scanning these little images. Now what's the story of those fragments? These fragments tell you the story of the founding member of one of the major enemy factions you are fighting, and his ideology, his history, how he got to where he was. And later on, he'll tell you the story about how his sons, the people he raised, how they twisted his ideology, how they manipulated it, and they turned it into a greed idea, a religion of sloth, profit, and human suffering. And by the way, this is all for free. You don't have to spend any money for it, and I love this game with a deep, deep passion, and it's amazing. Play the goddamn game. Play it now. Play the game. Play the fucking game. All right, that's it. That's those are the bits of lore I wanted to cover, because the lore in this game is actually really fucking good. Oh, it's so unironically amazing. Also, the soundtrack is a banger. There's multiple quests. Now, I do hope I have explained these things well. I don't know if I have, but I hope I have. I've never done this before. Hopefully it turned out well. Hopefully the frames weren't too bad. But I believe that is enough of an introduction and breakdown to how this game works and how this game functions. I have spread the good word of this game. I do not care if you don't end up liking it, because hey, the grind breaks people. But I am not being sarcastic or hyperbolic in the slightest when I say this is a free-to-play game that everyone has to try. You have to put some effort into it, because there are wonders in this fucking game once you get enough into it. And that is where I shall end the stream. I do hope it has not been too bad. I do not hope... I hope it has been good. I hope it has been fun. Perhaps I have taught you things. I do hope I have taught you things. It's the whole purpose of the stream. You have been a wonderful audience. If you have any other questions for me and any of the servers, just let me know. I will answer them where I am able. Oh wow! I just checked my my Streamlabs, and I have 53 alerts, all telling me about skipped frames. Oh god, what the fuck? Why can I run Arknights perfect? But this ruins it. All right. Regardless, this is the end of stream. Thank you all for showing up. I hope it wasn't too bad of a train wreck. I think my frames were horrible the entire time. I'm going to spend 30 minutes trying to figure out why that's the case so I can fix it. You've all been wonderful. You passed with flying colors. I can't think of anything witty to end off on. I just hope I didn't butcher this and I made a good case.